What's going on YouTube? It's Craig, certified technician here at ApplianceVideo.com. And today we're going to take a look at this LG top-load washing machine. I'm going to show you how to go through the manual test cycle as well as go through some of those error codes. So follow me and we'll jump right in. Of course, before we get too far, make sure you like and subscribe. Now, in order to get into the test mode, what you want to do is press power and then press and hold the temp and extra rinse button simultaneously, and the buzzer should sound twice, indicating that you have entered the test mode. The test mode will consist of 13 different functions, and of course, in order to go through the different functions, you'll want to press start. Once you're in test mode, certain indicators will pop up on the LED display showing you what test you're in. And of course, like I said, you'll press start to go to the next one. Now, without pressing any keys, the first thing that'll pop up will be T1. T1 is your main program version. You'll want to skip past this and press start one more time. Once you press it the first time, the first thing that'll pop up is T2 in the program version. This, of course, is a technician version. You'll want to skip past this as well. You'll press it again. T3 will pop up. This is a no load function. Press it one more time and then A will pop up. And this is an inlet valve test for the detergent, and it's going to test your cold water portion. Now, this system has 4 different cold water tests and 1 hot water test. It is imperative that you do the cold water test, especially if it's not going through spin and drain. You want to test to make sure there's no calcium buildup on your lines and that you have good cold water pressure coming into the machine. This is one of the #1 problems that I see in the field as a technician. Once you press it a 4th time, B will pop up on the screen. This is a hot water test. The hot water test shouldn't have as much calcium built up inside the inlet valve or on the screen, but you'll still want to check it in this test. Pressing it a 5th time will be for the softener portion of the cold water valve, and then a 6th time is the jet spray portion, also part of the cold water valve. The 7th time, E will come up, and this is going to be for your inlet valve for the bleach. This is also a cold water test. Pressing it an 8th time, T4 will pop up on the screen. This is a heater check. Of course, it is only valid on heater models. Now a 9th time will show T6. This is an important check. This is for your drain pump. Make sure you have water in the unit and then make sure that it is draining out properly. A lot of times I'll see these drain pumps are inoperable or it may be stuck, causing it to not drain. Take off the pipes, make sure it's not clogged, and then go further through your test. Pressing it a 10th time, T7 will pop up on the screen. This is a load sensing check. Then of course, pressing it an 11th time, T8 will pop up, followed by an RPM. This is an agitate and door lock check. If your unit is making noise, make sure you stick in this test for about a minute. Make sure you're not having any type of rubbing noises or grinding noises when the unit is going into agitation. If it does, take off your wash plate, make sure nothing is underneath there, and then put it back on and you should be good to go. A 12th time will be a spin check. It'll show T9 on the screen as well as your RPM. Again, if it's making any type of noises, make sure you go through a full spin check and let it run for a couple of minutes to make sure you don't have anything rubbing underneath and that your rotor is properly installed. If that rotor does get loose, it will make a lot of noise during this spin check, so make sure you go through that. Pressing a 13th time, the door is going to unlock and nothing is going to show up on the screen. This is the end of the actual test cycle, but there is a couple error codes that can pop up on the screen. There are 9 different error codes that can pop up on the screen, and each one of them will pop up as the unit is failing. So you will not need to go into tech mode in order to see what the error codes are. Just when you're running the machine, if something's bad, once again, it's going to pop up. The first error code that I want to go over is an IE. IE is an error code for your water inlet valves. If this error code is popping up, the first thing you want to check is that you have good water pressure coming to the machine. Then we have an OE. An OE is going to be a drain error code. Make sure that none of your drain lines are kinked and that nothing is inside your tubing. A lowercase d with a uppercase E will indicate that the door is not closed. Make sure your door is closed properly. A DL also is an error code for the door lock. Make sure you can hear the door lock clicking, as well as make sure that if you are getting this error code, that there are no obstructions inside the door lock mechanism. A FE will indicate a problem with the pressure system. If this is your error code popping up on the screen, what I want you to do is make sure that water is not continuously coming into the machine while it's off. If this is happening, you'll want to go right to your inlet valve. A TE error code is indicating that there's a problem with the thermistor. If you have this error code, make sure you go to the thermistor to ensure that none of your wires have gotten broken while it went into a high velocity spin. A PE error code is also a pressure system error code, but generally if you have this error code, it's a problem with the actual pressure switch and the hose that goes to it. A LE error code is not a good error code. This is indicating that you're having a problem with the motor or rotor system. If you do have this error code, make sure your rotor nut is properly installed and all the way in. If you're still having problems, make sure you call for service. And then finally, we have the LE1 error code. Also a motor and rotor error code, but generally if you have this error code, you want to take your wash plate off to make sure there's no coins or anything stuck underneath it, causing that wash plate to rub and not spin at the proper velocity. Now, YouTube, this is the end of diagnostics and fault codes on this machine. If you enjoyed my content, once again, make sure you like, subscribe, and of course, as always, I'll see you next time.